people ask what epoxy flooring is.
Most are familiar with an epoxy paint floor or an epoxy quartz floor.
Everlast epoxy flooring is superior in many ways. Did you know that Everlast can stay in good as new condition for a lifetime?
Everlast Floor is a seamless marble chip and quartz poured epoxy flooring for kitchens, healthcare, public restrooms, pet care including boarding kennels, and more.
It's cost-effective and quicker to install than any other epoxy flooring.
It keeps nasty germs away with an FDA-approved antimicrobial component.
It's also the only existing product that can be installed over new concrete, tile, VCT, and many other existing floors.
It's the only epoxy flooring that's waterproof and moisture resistant.
You can resurface a shower area by simply troweling Everlast directly onto the existing tile floor and walls in one seamless coating.
There's no need to go to the expense or the extra work of tearing out the existing tiling.
So you can save big bucks on preparation.
And unlike most epoxy flooring, you don't need to worry about hiring expensive shop blasters. A light grind is usually enough.
Conventional epoxy broadcast floors are applied in a number of steps, like a layered cake.
They have a thin, hard frosting on top, just like the resin you put on top of a typical epoxy floor.
But there's not enough resin in the middle. It's light and airy.
So when something gets through the top layer of the glaze, everything on the cake can spoil, and the floor peels up.
Everlast floor, meanwhile, has solid resin all the way through. It has 3 times the resin contained in some other epoxy flooring.
Which means that with Everlast floor, things like grease and oil lay on the surface.
If you look after your floor, they won't penetrate your floor, and it will last for many years. Did you know that Everlast floor is almost 10 times thicker than epoxy paint, which is usually dry, brittle, and cracks like peanut brittle?
Commercial floors of all kinds take some serious abuse.
And epoxy paint fails the grinding machine test.
But look how well Everlast floor holds up.
All of which means you now have a simple choice to make. Keep struggling away with lots of time-consuming and expensive preparation?
All for a floor that's going to need replacing every few years?
Or start quickly and easily installing Everlast floor, the only flooring, epoxy or otherwise, that stays in good as new condition for a lifetime.